Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So today I'm back with another video. I'm going to be creating an acrylic set today. This is going to be another Valentine's Day set and another French tip set. I really hope you guys aren't tired of the French tips because I just think the design looks so pretty that I can't really help myself. So right now I'm just gluing on my 3XL coffin no C-curve nail tips. I got these from AliExpress. I will have them linked down below, and I'm just applying them with my Macart brush on glue. This video I won't be talking too much because it's gonna be a simple set. All of my nails are going to be the same, and it's something I usually don't do. I try to have like accent nails or like glitter here, glitter there, something different on every nail. But all of my nails are going to be the same in today's video. But now I'm just taking my nail tip cutter and I'm just cutting my nails down to the length that I like. I feel like I say this every video, but I do apologize for my voice. I'm just waking up. So now once I have the nails clipped down to my liking, I'm gonna take my Canon nail drill from Melanie Susie with a sanding band. I don't know how many RPMs I'm working at, but I believe it's about 10,000, 7 to 10,000 RPMs, and I'm just gonna go in and remove the shine from the nail tips. Once I remove the shine, I'm also going to be blending the nail tips into my natural nail. I didn't have to do much. They look pretty flat to me, so yeah, I didn't really do much. When doing this step, you want to make sure that you keep the nail drill on top of the nail tip. You never want to foul into your natural nail because it will create indents into your nail and it may cause damage. So now that I have my nail tips all out, I'm going to be taking out everything that I need for the acrylic application. I'm going to be using the nude Panther from Not Polish Acrylic. I'm also using their number 14 or 12 size acrylic brush, and I'm also using their low odor monomer along with that neutralizer that I just purchased. And I just briefly swatched it to show you guys what the color looks like. And just an update on this neutralizer that I purchased. The first time around I barely smelled anything. The second time around I smelled it just a little bit. It's a lot less stronger than what it usually is. So yeah, that's just an update. It does work very good. Like, it was barely an odor in my room. And while I'm doing acrylic, I don't have a window open. I don't have like anything to help me minimize the smell or anything. So yeah, I do really love this neutralizer, and it works pretty good for the most part because the Not Polish monomer is already low odor, so those two working together are pretty good. So for my application, I'm just going to be doing all of my nails this nude color from Not Polish. Like I said, this is going to be a very simple set. I could have just did the Femi Beauty method with like some nude poly gel just to get it over with faster, but I decided to use acrylic because one of my New Year's resolutions was to do more acrylic, practice more, and all of this acrylic application has really been paying off because my nails look so much better when I do my acrylics. So yeah, that's just why I did acrylics, to practice a little bit, and I can see that my applications are getting so much better. So yeah, I'm just gonna be doing all of my nails this one color. I'm not gonna show all of my nails. I'm just gonna show the process of me doing my pinky and my ring finger, and then once I do that, I'll be into foul. I'm gonna be doing a polygel set very soon. I feel like I haven't used polygel in a long time, and when I did use polygel, it's just been with like the Femi Beauty method. But yeah, I promise you guys I'm gonna be getting back into the polygel. If you're watching this video, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today for another video. If you are new, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and if you are a returning subscriber, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me once again. Make sure to hit that like button and all of that good stuff. Make sure to leave a comment. I will reply to everyone in the comments. I want to thank most of you guys for commenting under my last video. If you haven't seen my last video, I basically brought up the topic where long hair pretty nails charges brands $10,000 or more for a video, and I was just wondering if the price was reasonable or if it was too much money. But a lot of you guys are saying it is reasonable considering the fact that she has 1 million subscribers and brings in a lot of sales, which I totally understand. I 100% agree. A lot of you guys' comments were putting things into perspective for me. There was a lot of things I didn't think about that you guys mentioned, and now that I'm like reading through your comments, I totally agree why she charges that much. One of the main reasons why I brought that up in my video, because once I heard her say that, I just became curious to see if that was too much money, and I have been like thinking about charging brands because my channel is growing more and more each day. And even though they are sending me the products free, I still do have to put myself first, like recording videos, editing them, doing the voiceover. All of this stuff takes time. The brands are getting sales, and the only thing I get are the free products, which I could have bought myself, which is perfectly fine. Like, I have no problem with that, especially starting out. Like, when you're first starting out, that's a win-win situation, because sometimes like this nail stuff is expensive, so when they want reviews, they give you the products. Basically it just adds to your collections, and like that's totally fine. But the more you grow, like you're bringing in sales to these companies, and like it just makes sense to start charging when I start getting more attention. The reasons I feel like my application has been getting a lot better is that I make sure to clean up the sides very often when doing the application. I also make sure to keep them very thin as well, because when I add a lot of acrylic, I file and I think it's enough, but they just end up very bulky. And also I try to keep them as smooth as possible, that way I don't have to do much filing or debulking to the surface of the nail. So now that I've done all of my nails this nude color, I waited till they are completely dry, and now I'm just going to go in with filing. To file my nails, I'm using my 80 grit nail files from Panther. These are my favorite nail files to use. I have been using them forever, and lately I've been noticing my filing has gotten a lot better. So I'm going to explain a little bit how I file. So of course I start off with my hand file. I go in and file the sides and the free edge to reshape the nails. I also get underneath the nail as well, and then I'll go over the surface filing vertically, and then I'll get around the cuticle area with my hand file, because sometimes I don't really need to use the nail drill. But when I do need to use the nail drill, I'll just go in with the nail drill that I'm going to be using. I forgot where it's from, but it works really good for getting around the cuticle area. I go in and flush that area out, and then I'll debulk any of the other areas that I need to on the surface of the nails. Once I finish with my nail drill, I'll go back in with my hand file. I didn't show it in the video, but I do go back in with my hand file just to clean up the shape and everything. And then I'll finish everything off with buffing the surface of the nails to remove any of the scratches that the drill bits or file have left behind. But yeah, that's just the way that I've been doing my filing process lately, and it has really been helping me out. So if you are struggling with your nails, just make sure to apply all of the steps in today's video. And I just want to say that if you do hear the fan in the background, it's from my computer. It's taking me a lot longer than I usually would to do a voiceover, even though I'm not even talking that much. But for some reason, every time I go to like press record to record a clip for the voiceover, the fan just automatically starts going, and I'm not sure why. this is the only application that I have open, so I'm not sure why it's doing that, but I did want to say if you do hear it in the background, I do apologize. But yeah, like I said, I'm just finishing up my buffing, and this is what the nails look like once I have finished doing all of my shaping, and they look so nice. Like, this is why I've been doing these steps, because this is how they make my nails look, and I'm super happy about that. So the next part of the video, we do have a PR package from Modelones. I usually show my PR packages in the beginning of the video, but I wanted to switch it up and do something different. So yeah, they sent over these gel liners, and a lot of companies have been sending me gel liners lately, so I can do nail art for days if I wanted to. So yeah, these are all of the colors that they sent me. I have a few yellows, whites, greens, pink in there, orange and red. So I'm gonna show them one by one. I'm starting with color 1, which is a silver glitter. These colors are really pretty. Number 2, we have a really pretty metallic gold, and I really love the gel polishes, or like the gel paints that look like this metallic gold. You can do some really pretty accent nails. And then number 3, we have a white. When I receive gel liners, I do like to look at the brush and see how small the brush actually is once you wipe off the excess, because when you want to do like that really fine nail art, you are going to need a really small brush to achieve that. So I really love nail art liners with very thin brushes. But the next color we get is a black. Number 5, we get a really pretty, gorgeous glitter red. When showing these, I tried to go like in order. I had my hand on number 16, but for some reason my brain completely ignored it and I picked up the 20. So I will be showing 16 at the end. But yeah, this is number 20, which is a really pretty green. And then we have 21. One of these yellows I'm going to show are more like the highlighter color. I believe it's this one. This is more like a highlighter, and number 22 is more of like a solid yellow. The next color we get is number 23, and it is a really bright orange. Getting down to the last few, we have number 24, which is a really gorgeous pink, and I will be using this in today's video. And this is where I realized I skipped number 16. But yeah, so this is number 16, which is a really pretty, gorgeous glitter green. This color reminds me of Christmas, so this year during Christmas I will definitely have to use this one. It is just so pretty. I did swatch these colors out, but I completely forgot to show the camera, but I did record on my other phone for my Instagram story, so I just plugged that into the video. Here's what the colors look like swatch and cure for 30 seconds. So now I'm gonna pick out number 4, which is the black. I'm gonna go with number 5, which is that glitter red, the white, number 3, and then also number 24, which is that gorgeous pink. So these are the colors that I had planned to use. Before I go in with my nail art, I'm gonna go in with a top coat. And for the first part, I was completely out of frame and I was running out of top coat, so I did have to change it, which I just completely decided not to put in the video. So I'm just adding a layer of top coat. I'm keeping this layer very thin. Once I get it on all of the nails, I'm going to cure. And the reason for me adding the top coat is because once I add the nail art, if I mess up anything, it will be so easy to wipe off since the layer underneath is very smooth. So once I get this on, I'm going to cure for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to go in with my nail art. I was sitting here for about 20 minutes deciding which colors I should use. I didn't know if I was gonna go like Valentine's Day, since the only thing I've been doing is like Valentine's Day nails. But I mean, that's just what's trending, so everyone is doing Valentine's Day nails. So I decided to do more Valentine's Day nails, but with a twist. I'm gonna be using black. You don't typically see black in a Valentine's Day nail set, but I'm gonna be doing a really deep French tip with the black gel liner. These gel liners were really good and pigmented, especially this black. It was kind of thick as well, which also made it a little bit challenging trying to use these. Of course I had to be careful because I didn't want this to like stain everywhere, so this black was a little bit more challenging to use than the other colors. But once I got it on, I was smoothing it out. I try not to make the tip bulky. Once I was like smoothing it out, it worked very well. I really love this black, super pigmented. So I'm just finishing up this first French tip. I did wipe underneath the nail before I cured. I did do a little bit of my cleaning up off camera, but once I got that cured, I lined up my next nail to the first French tip, and I just marked how low I want the French tip to be. Once I have that line there, I just start on the right side of the nail and connect the lines, and then I move on to the left side of the nail. This way of doing my French tips have been so much easier. A lot of things I used to do in the past, like I just been learning new techniques, trying different things, and a lot of things have been working for me lately. So I'm really proud of myself for learning new things and, you know, just taking on things that work for me, which makes my sets turn out so much better. Like I said in the beginning, this is going to be a very simple set. I'm going to do all of my nails this black French tip. Fun fact, guys, I was actually filming this video while I was gonna like live premiere my previous video. So here's a clip of me, like I had to stop. I was chatting with you guys in the live chat. Thank you to everybody who was there and everybody who watched that video. If you haven't watched that video, please make sure to go ahead and watch it. I'll link it in the cards. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up my French tips. I only have one more to go because I already did my thumb off camera. By this set being very simple, I didn't show all of my nails. So while I wasn't filming, I did do some of this recording for TikTok. I'm gonna be posting a lot more on there. So please make sure to go follow me if you haven't already. My social medias are linked down below. So yeah, I did my index for a TikTok video, and while doing that, I realized the red didn't show up very good on this black, so I just end up using the pink and the white, and I'm just going to be creating some hearts all over the black French tips, going in different directions, different areas, just a really fun set. And I'm going to do that all the way up like the sides, basically just filling in the black. Typically, I will be having so many troubles trying to draw on these hearts, but for this set, it was super easy. I didn't have to like wipe nothing off or like change anything. I just went, and once I started, I literally went to the end. I don't know if it was because like these gel liners were super nice, like I don't know what it was, but I had no problems drawing on these hearts, because the first set I did with hearts, I was having so many problems trying to draw on those hearts. Maybe because I was using a dotted tool, I'm not sure, but these hearts were so easy to do. It went by really fast, and I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy me adding on the hearts. I'm gonna be doing the white as well for all of the nails. after curing them for about 30 to 60 seconds, this is what the nails are looking like. At this point, I was just completely obsessed with these. Like, the black just looks so nice, the deep French tip, like I'm just so in love with this set. I honestly could not stop looking at them, taking pictures, and these nails weren't even done at this point, but I was just looking at them and I thought to do the nails matte, so I pulled out a matte top coat and I painted my index nail. As you can see here, I cured it to see how it would look. I couldn't decide on which I liked better, so I went around the house just asking what should I do. They gave me some answers, but I just wasn't sure since I liked both. So I just went on and pulled out my rhinestones since I know I wanted to add some rhinestones to these. I got these black rhinestones from Amazon. I really like these because they have really big sizes. It also comes with 2 wax pencils and also some tweezers. So yeah, I will link this down below if you guys are interested. Yeah, this is the biggest size. This is what attracted me. Like, there were so many rhinestones in this, and then here is the smallest size. So at this point, I decided that I'm gonna do these nails glossy, so I went back over that matte top coat with the glossy top coat. Since it was just the fastest way for me, I'm gonna go over all of the nails first with the top coat. I'm gonna cure and then go in with my rhinestones. So to apply my rhinestones, my squeeze bottle of my Macar rhinestone glue, the hole was getting bigger, so I just ended up squeezing all of my rhinestone glue into like this little jar thingy that I had. And I'm gonna be placing 2 rhinestones, one big one, a bigger one at my cuticle area, and then a smaller one below that. I have really been loving this style of like gem placements. Like, it's so simple, but I feel like it's so pretty. So I'm just gonna be doing that for all of the nails. What I didn't know about these rhinestones when I purchased them, that they would be completely plastic. The rhinestones that we usually get, they aren't Swarovski, but at least they're like some type of metal. I'm not sure, I don't know what material it is, but these black rhinestones that I'm using are like completely plastic, so it was a little bit harder to pick up with my wax pencil. I finished adding on the gems. I put them in my bigger light for about 30 seconds to completely cure. Now let's add some cuticle oil to these crusty cuticles, and once I finish rubbing that in, y'all, these are how the nails turned out. So pretty. I absolutely love this set. I'm actually so glad that I went with the black because I just love this black so much. It's something unusual that I would do, but I just love it so much. And for some reason, out of all of my nail sets, I feel like this one, like, it just fits me so well. And the rhinestones at the cuticle area, they are just so gorgeous. Thank you, Modelones, for the gel liners. I really do like them. I rate them a 9 out of 10 only because I don't know if this is a complete set or they just sent me random colors, but the color combination wasn't my favorite. But yeah, other than that, I really did enjoy filming this video. I got in some acrylic practice, I got in some nail art practice. This video was very fun. Let me know your thoughts about this nail set down below, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.